I didn't mean to do that. I always forget to mute the monitor so that every single time I start the stream, I always get feedback, audio feedback. It's just annoying. Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back. I know it's been a while. I hope you miss me. I mean, all one or two of you, basically. But yeah. We're back at it again, but this time I'm not playing Oblivion Remastered as usual. Gonna go back to my roots, back to the game that started it all. The game that I started with when I started streaming Honkai Star Rail. Yes, this is the game, unfortunately enough. Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna start. There's a new. If I remember correctly, the 3.3 update brings new story. Brings new story missions, short story quests. So I'm just gonna continue from there. Hopefully. Let us see. Wait. I opened this before. I opened the game before, but I haven't actually started the Fall of Dawn's Rise yet. So, before that, let's just clear everything out. Okay, signal. Miss Redwall, if you're receiving this message, then you must have already departed the Netherrealm. I now feel our farewell was far too rushed. It was only after you left that I remembered I still had something to tell you. I crochet a little Isn't she dead though? She died, right? Castor's died in the story mission. Oh, I think this is from like my character, the random character dialogue, probably. I crochet a little dull for you, Redwall, but I did manage to finish stuffing it with milk cotton. What the hell is milk cotton? Wait, is that a real thing? Hold up. Let me Google it. Milk cotton. Oh, it is a real thing. I'm sorry. I'm not that big into crochet, so I don't really know what these things are. Right. It's something like a yarn. Oh, it is a yarn. It's a type of yarn. Milk cotton yarn. Right. That makes a lot of sense. Okay. Stuffing it with milk cotton before I left. I also tried to recreate the extras as a cloth pendant based on your description. Right. Oh, okay. For that, I'm gonna. Oh no, not yet, not yet. I'm gonna take a picture of my life soon enough. Based on your description, she sends that sticker. I hope that when you search the end of the flame chase, when you reach the end of the flame chase and stand witness to the birth of a new world, these items might bring you a trace of warmth. But in the end, I didn't even manage to give them to you in time. To ensure the new world's warmth, I will forever remain within the sea of flowers to watch over lost souls. And if fate allows us to meet again, remember our promise. When will we meet again? Message failed to send. Oh no. User your treasure is regarding auto service error. Please try again. Oh no. Alright. Time to take that picture live again. Yeah. Live again. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Love again, live again. Oh. Streaming HSR. Yeah, there we go. Alright. Okay, where to? Okay, let's chill. Looking into the game. Uh-huh. Whoa. Alright. Let's dispatch an assignment. Just get 650. Ooh. New game. Multiplayer mode. Multiplayer mode has been unlocked. Click to participate in the event and head to the event page. Current multiplayer event, Seal Slammers. Yeah, multiplayer. I've had that already, but oh, what is she? She's a wind character. Yes, I need a wind character. I really need a wind character. What path is she? Remembrance. Remembrance wind character. Good enough. Good enough. Yes. No, I don't have enough jades apparently. Shit. God damn it. I need more jades. Finally, some love for wind characters, man. What else? It hurts. Okay. Oh. Oh, I can exchange one. Let's see. Stellar trades. Okay. I still need a shit ton of. Okay, let's activate that. I'm sorry, I'm just free. I'm just a lowly free-to-play player. That's my goal actually for this entire playthrough. Ever since I started playing Honkai Star Rail, my entire goal is to just progress through without, without straying from being a free-to-play player. So all of these characters, I got all of these characters without paying for anything really. But yeah, it's quite a progress, I would say. Quite a long and tedious process either way. Okay, let's see. Oh, claim that. Oh, we have anything? Oh yeah, trail-based mission. I'll get to it in a bit. But for now, oh, what's this? Legend of the Galactic Baseballer Demon King. Claim what is this? Oh, I can select characters, but I have all of these already though. LA download at max, at max, at max. They're all at max already. Okay, let's just choose one. I don't it doesn't really matter who I choose, to be honest. So whatever. Shui Yi. I guess Shui Yi. Whatever. Ah. Okay. Quite interesting. Okay. Let's see how she works. I want to know that at least. She's a Remembrance Wind user. Summons Aika when allies' HP is lowered. Heal them. It increases all allies' max HP. The higher the outgoing healing, the higher the damage dealt by little Aika. Oh, so she's a Remembrance healer. Remembrance Abundance. Does that make sense? Okay, let's get. All right. She has bubbles. She's a bubble user, guys. Okay, let's ooh. Alright. Hyacine. Is that how you pronounce her name? Hyacine? Hyacine? I don't remember. I'm pretty sure it's Hyacine. Basic attack. Deals minor wind damage to one enemy. Skill summons minus by little Ica and restores HP for her. Yeah. She is Remembrance. She summons familiar. But no, in the way that she is an abundant character, so she's a healer basically. We who fly twilight. We who fly into twilight. Summons members by middle Ica and restores HP for allies. Yeah, she's just a healer.
Let's try it this other way.
Oh, she finally. Oh, Remembrance. Remembrance Stell finally has English voice lines. Holy shit! Yo! Finally.
Well, I'm not in a hurry anyway.
Okay.
I choose you.
The future is bright.
Alright.
So leave it with
Break's over.
Okay, let's
Mavis faint. Dispel the gloom. Destroy the
I don't really need the healing though. But whoa! She heals and she attacks. She protect and she attack. Yo, let's go. Interesting. So far, interesting.
As you wish.
Oh, she would make a great pair with Castris. Like
Embrace a new life.
Castris like damages and then she heals. That would be perfect. Let's go.
May death protect us.
Kablamo. Let's go. Alright. She's dead.
don't be rash.
Every petal, all will be swept away by the wind.
Oh,
This is being in sync.
hold on. I think the game audio is a bit too loud, no? I mean, it's at... Okay, let's try 75. Yeah, 75 sounds good.
Well,
Alright.
I'm not in a hurry anyway.
Number 2.
We can do anything.
Kablamo! Ayo. Okay... you don't need to restore yet.
Guide to the Rainbow Bridge.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Sunshine.
Break's over.
Whoa. Okay.
Embrace a new life.
Summon that dragon again. Let's make short work of this.
May death protect us.
What? My guy is still alive. Huh.
The future is bright.
Ooh,
So leave it with
healing time. Whoa, what in the world? I haven't seen that before.
Mavis. Dispel the gloom. Destroy the sky.
I shall remember this earth.
Ooh, I love that attack.
Embrace a new life.
Yo. Okay. There's so much damage, you can't even see the enemies anymore. It's just full of numbers. Dang. Calm down, Castris.
We can do anything.
Okay. Here we go. Come on.
Some value, I suppose. Eternal.
Okay. Time to restore again. Ooh.
Embrace a new life.
Dragon time.
May death protect us.
Huh. Just a tiny stain. What? What is that? Wait, oh. Wait. What's that? I'll check it out later. Let's go ahead and play with the Herta now. I love his character. I love how her ultimate. Let's hit over there. Oh, this is her home turf. Come on.
Is that it? I was expecting something.
Yeah, she can deals minor ice damage when destined enemy. Deals damage to uh, one enemy. Deals damage to our targets hit by this instance of skill and their respective adjacent targets repeating 2 times. Oh, I see. Alright.
It's coming. I
Kabloom.
You look tough.
Yo.
expand your thinking. Time to twirl.
Oh, it's
Curiosity.
her and her doll.
Endless riddle. Nothing but a
The Herta and Herta. Right. Yep.
Sesame. Watch it crumble.
Well, that was easy. Already at the second part of the battle. Hoopla.
Do you know who I? This big diamond. It's all yours.
Whoa. Wah wah.
Curiosity. Endless riddle. Nothing but a boy.
Alright. Ice damage.
Thinking. Glimpse the unknown. Time to twirl.
Ooh.
Is it coming? Are you the West Wind? Away we go.
Okay. Support. Ooh, okay, let's just make quick work of these two.
Helpless as ever.
And we're gonna attack this guy.
Open sesame.
Time to twirl.
You chose the wrong end.
What are you looking at?
Eternal sleep. The dead return.
Well, that didn't affect much. Okay, so Jade, Legend of the. I'll try that later. But for now, I'm gonna go ahead and go start the main story mission. Oh no, I have to still. Okay, I'm just gonna build target. Let's see what I need actually for Locha. I'm sorry, I said that I want to start the story mission, but bear with me. I still need to do that one last daily task. Let's see. What else do I need actually? Oh, these things. Oh, quick line up. Let's replace Castris with. Okay, wait, no. Yeah, let's replace Castris with Yudli. And Rappa with Himeko. And Jay can just be there. No, doesn't matter. I'm just gonna auto this.
There's no backing out now.
Because I'm lazy that way.
For you. You won't get away.
Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
Who's the little backstabber?
Strike.
You won't get away. Misery.
Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
Severing mountains.
You won't get away. Time for a lesson. You won't get away.
Oh, Build still requires 59? No way. Really? That's a lot. Okay.
Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
Time to mix things up.
I always deliver. There's no backing out now, for me or you. You won't get away.
Bro. It's
Who's the little backstabber?
Humanity never
I'm
conceals
so
its
very
desire to
lazy.
control the heavens, and I'm no
So I'm just gonna let the game play itself until I actually have
You
to
won't get away.
until I'm able to start the story mission.
Self-inflicted misery.
Because this is tedious, I would
Won't
say.
get away.
Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
120, right? That should be enough. Yes, that is enough. Alright. That's good. Let's go. Tilbury's mission. View story recap. Let's see.
Following the advice of the Chrysos heirs, I embarked on the trial of time, only to learn that I had been dead since the moment I stepped onto Amphorius. To reclaim the future that had been stolen from me.
Wait, this doesn't sound like the original VA,
Pursuit of the Death Titan, Thanatos.
right?
Meanwhile, Anaxa, one of the 7 sages of the Grove,
She sounds a bit different.
broke free from the surveillance of the Golden Threads and actively sought refuge from the Council of Elders. After winning the Council's trust,
Is it a different
he
VA?
Dawncloud with Circes, the Reason Titan, who resided within him, and sought an audience with Kefali, the World-Bearing Titan. To obtain information about the entrance to the Netherrealm, Castris had no choice but to support the Council of Elders
Wait.
in proposing a pause in the Flame Chase journey.
Let's go on
The
Twitter.
aid of the demigod Cypher. She set out for the ancient city of the dead
Okay,
dragon,
Starreal.
Styxia.
Still
Castris
VA.
successfully recreated the dead dragon Pollux via alchemy, and used its power to return to the Netherrealm, where she faced Thanatos, the Death Titan. She returned both the Titan's core flame and the stolen future, restoring the cycle of life and death in Amphorius. Anaxa's soul met Castris in the Netherrealm, where he proved his hypothesis regarding creation. At the Citizens' Assembly, he cast a pivotal vote and used the charge of blasphemy to thwart the Council of Elders' schemes for power, allowing the Flame Chase journey to continue. After returning Circe's core flame, Anaxa's physical body completely disappeared.
Anax is also dead now.
This, the Flame
Rip.
Chase journey neared its conclusion, and all eyes turned skyward.
Story cap has ended. Head to the designated location immediately. Yeah, okay. Hold up. Oh yeah, I forgot to claim this. Wait, let me check, I wanna know, actually. I wanna know. It's not here. Switch. Harmony, remembrance. Okay. Information, voice. What? It doesn't say the VA already? It doesn't. Oh, it's kind of bugged here though. I don't know about that.
When there is the chance to make a choice.
Okay, not all of it is recorded. I thought I heard.
Mimi!
Okay.
Mimi!
Okay.
Mimi! Mimi, Mimi! Mimi!
I thought I heard. Wait, oh, remember that?
Me,
Wait,
me,
but I heard her voice though earlier. Is that is that?
me,
Am I going schizo right now? No, right? I heard her voice earlier during combat, but it's not recorded here. It's not playable.
me.
That's
Reach the
that's weird. That's really weird. I'm not going schizo, am I? No, right? Okay. Thanatos and Cersei's core flames have been returned. Okay. Sometime after that, the 12 constellations hover above, overlooking vortex of Genesis. Ye embody the 12 Amphorian deities, fate, foundation, creations, and calamity of this world. Now 10 of them has fallen. Your core frames return to their origin of Genesis. Above you, constellations shimmer, their brilliance echoing the faint slumber of each titan, and you have experienced 4 ascensions and 4 partings. Strife. The land of fury once became the Mad King, plunging the world into ceaseless strife until your valor brought it to the end. I think yeah, there was a typo there. And its demigod successor, the undying Maidimos, chose to bear the title of Kremnos alone, returning home to be the crown is the last line of defense of the holy city. Mighty, may your battles know no defeat. Okay. Time. Back then, the incarnation of time entrusted Mem to you at Temple of the Three Fates. Back then, the lively girl with red hair fulfilled her mission and bid the first farewell. Time speak not of fairness, yet it never stops. And now this power resides in your hands. See you tomorrow, Trian. Reason. Not long ago, the head of the Grove sages helped you repel the menace that is the Black Tide. And still, not long past, that unruly scholar staged one grand performance, granting you a glimpse of this world's truth at the cost of his life. Oh, the incarnation of reason. At the edge of existence, have you found your answer? Death. The prophecy once made the hand of shadow chose two, granting one the fate of death. Yet that bond wove a hauntingly beautiful tale that stretched across time. At the end, the incarnation of death, who journeyed from the nether realm to the living world, chose to remain in the sea of flowers, retrieving your future. At the end of the west wind, we shall meet again, Castris. Right. So that's everyone? What a long journey it's been. Time and again, farewells haven't numbed you. You can't help but wonder how many more goodbyes will the journey of trailblazing entail. Do you question whether you'll be able to express each goodbye with a heartfelt emotion? Yeah, I know, right? Losing comrades, losing the people you care about. It's very saddening. It's very depressing. Your thoughts sink into the ocean. You recall how the Amphoreans cherish epics, using stories to soothe their sorrows. Perhaps you should embrace this way to dispel your melancholy and gain your strength. Wow. And let it begin. Countless words of adventure surge through your mind. You need only to grasp just one to anchor your creation. Oh. Don't be influenced by the noise outside, just focus on the keyword in your mind. Oh, It is indeed difficult, but you should still cling tightly to your inspiration, weaving heartfelt and elegant verses. Alright, this is an impossible task. Just one glance at your phone, it won't destroy your thoughts. Also you tell yourself, bruh. Oh, it's Cypher. Grey Mystery. Last time in Styxia, 0 time, for the treasure hunting. Absolute disaster. Now, the River of Souls mostly retreated. I'm back, baby! In the water, a big shiny chest. I can't use a miracle orb, and I can't wade through. Your power of time is needed now. 70-30 split. 30 for you and 70 for me? Let's see what she has to say. Exactly. 30 for you and 70 for me. Huh? Details. Get here and we'll talk. You must admit, during this arduous and struggling role point, there are still those who live joyfully. Cypher's endless surging desire for wealth seems more turbulent than the waters of Skill Gorge Waterscape. Forget the past for now. It only brings sorrow, but sadness has no place in this moment. What you need is the drive to move forward. You decide to head to Styxia, where the River of Souls is no longer blocked, to meet up with the cat girl. Okay. Hopefully those glittering, clinking trinkets will, as always, lift your spirits. Oh boy.
Oh, Styxia's moonlight is so beautiful,
Uh-huh.
and the River of Souls is so quiet. It's like everything that happened was just a dream. I wonder if Cass is doing okay on the other side. If I write a letter and put it in a drift bottle, will she be able to read it?
I don't think that's how it works. But I miss Castris too, yeah.
No, this shouldn't be so depressing.
Oh, I forgot.
Now's not the time to feel down. We gotta pull ourselves together.
Okay. Let us pull ourselves together.
By the way, it was Miss Cypher who asked us to come here. But where has she gone?
She's probably just messing with us, and she'll probably just like suddenly just appear out of nowhere. I'm gonna bet that would happen.
Huh?
What is that sound?
I don't know. But this aura feels so familiar.
Uh-huh.
Let's go check it out together. Be very careful. I have a bad feeling about this.
Alright. Here we go. Yeah. Oh. Whoa, what's going on here?
Hey, what's that on the ground? Should we pick it up?
What is it?
Careful.
What is...
It's a piece of black cloth.
Don't tell me that that guy from the... Wait, I thought he's dead. The like... What do you call it? That powerful ghost guy from Mighty's... No, not Mighty's. Was it Mighty's? No, from Fine Arts part of the story. Like, where we fight them together. And then an exile pops up out of nowhere, and Fen helped us fight. He's dead, no?
Now, where have I seen this before?
Did someone rip off a face of my clothes?
What? No, your clothes are perfectly fine. Could this be from the Flame Reaver's cloak?
Yeah, Flame... Wait,
Here.
Flame Reaver. Was that his name?
Mimi! Look out!
Yeah, that's the guy. I knew it. It looks familiar. You want the pink puppy, don't you?
What? Now I'm sad. This isn't the time for jokes. Let's try our best to deal with them for now, and we'll slip into the past with time's power as soon as we can.
Into the past, yay. I thought... Oh.
Of souls
Uh-huh.
is full of fish, big and delicious.
Oh. What?
The flame chase journey stops.
Is this guy okay?
Meow?
The Flame Reaper's gone mad. Yeah.
Well, we already knew about the mad part. But are we still in danger?
Dude, you okay? What's going on? Huh? Oh, it's Cypher. Damn.
Sorry, I couldn't pass on the chance to give you two a good scare.
What a terrible person. Leslie. The Cypher must be fake too. Run.
Don't run! I'm the real Cypher. The real one.
Okay.
Come on, don't be upset. I'm just giving you a kind reminder that Emphorius isn't safe at all. The whole place is full of dangers, including that swordmaster.
Uh-huh.
Make sure you stay on your toes, no matter where you are.
Oh wait, oh shit.
Hey, I'm just making it up to you. You're not gonna hold that over me, are you?
Right.
So, was that a Flame Reaver disguise? Or a magic trick? It looked so real. Is that the power of the trickery demigod?
Disguise? No. It's not as simple as that. Let me think about how to explain this.
Okay.
For example, what did you think when you realized that piece of cloth came from the Flame Reaver's cloak?
We thought that maybe the Flame Reaver was around here somewhere?
That's right. And then you heard some footsteps. What did you think when that happened?
Well, we thought it must be the Flame Reaver coming this way.
Uh-huh.
Yep, exactly.
Wait, no?
I just used some hints and, mental suggestions to help you believe in a lie.
I see.
Lies are what Zagreus is best at. If everyone believes in a lie, then it becomes reality.
Is that so?
Power to make lies into reality? That's got all my hair standing up.
Nice. Now I know your secret. And you're just telling us everything like that?
I sure love your arrogance, Grey Mystery.
Mm-hmm.
The seamstress trusts you for a reason. Someone as honest as you couldn't trick me even if you wanted to. So, there's no harm in telling you.
Oh-ho.
Besides, we still need to team up to go treasure hunting, right?
We're going treasure hunting?
Here,
For
it's
what,
time to
exactly?
Get going. Oh, was that your teleslate?
What's up? Hello? Redwell, did you rest well? I came during real sit hour and you seemed asleep, so I didn't wake you up. Oh. But in current circumstances, I can't stay idle. I feel like it's time to continue our training. Let's go to the grove, shall we? Aw.
Aren't you a popular one? But I got to you first, so help me with the treasures, and then I'll send you two to the grove.
Gonna live handsomely somewhere after this?
Live handsomely? You mean spend all this money? That's so not why I hunt for treasures.
Okay.
Don't forget, I'm a demigod too. And there's a line reserved for me in that stupid prophecy as well. You shall walk with greed and die over petty change.
That is sad, actually. Like, your whole life revolves around, like, getting rich, but you're never gonna get to spend it all. Like, you're never gonna get to spend your riches. You're gonna die not experiencing being rich, but you will be rich. I'm not sure how that goes. I'm not sure how well I am describing that, but that's basically how it is, right? You get rich, but you don't feel rich. Because you're not spending any of it.
But I don't believe in that. As long as I keep collecting treasures, then I won't need to care about petty change. And as long as I don't hurt other people when I get what I want, I won't be walking with greed. Right? Isn't that simple?
Mm-hmm.
So, as long as I keep going down this path, all those predestined prophecies and fates will never catch up to me.
Okay.
That was a long speech. I'm getting thirsty at this rate. The treasures of Styxia aren't gonna float up on their own. Come on, Grey Mystery. Show me what the authority of time can do.
Right. So we're gonna have to turn back time to when it's not flooded. Oh shit, it's on fire.
So, this is the car of the Astral Express you've spoken of. My repository of memories has been enriched with another fascinating piece of information. Thank you for leading me here, Lord Donhong.
Oh, Donhong is here. I still don't. There is still no voice for Donhong, it seems. That's unfortunate. I'm surprised the council elder like yourself will be willing to journey so far to inspect the express.
Archimans hold wisdom and knowledge in high esteem. If the citizens knew of your origins, I'm sure more would be intrigued by the Trailblaze. Sadly, discussions about the world beyond the sky remain taboo.
Oh, come on. Everyone knows about it by this point, huh? No? Perhaps? I don't know.
It's been quite some time since you first arrived in Akama. Presumably, you've been looking for a way to leave ever since.
Yes. I've been actively gathering clues and testing different things. Sadly, the more I find out, the more powerless I feel.
Don't be too hard on yourself, my lord. This puzzle has stumped Amphorius' scholars for centuries. It isn't something you can solve overnight. Even someone as gifted as yourself.
In the Grove, I discovered extensive research on the Sky Titan. It appears that many scholars from Amphorius believe the taboo against the world beyond the sky stems from a curse cast by Aquila.
Exactly. Of the 12 titans of Amphorius, Aquila is known for being the most capricious.
Okay.
The weather itself reflects their mood. Tranquil sunshine, mournful rain. Aquila's breath is a brisk wind, and their cries resound as thunder in a storm.
Right. Additionally, Aquila is one of the 2 titans whose core flames have yet to be returned.
The sky above affects
Okay,
every
Aquila?
citizen.
And who's the other guy? Who's the other...
To confront Aquila at the end of the flame chase journey was a carefully considered strategy.
What's the other core flame, though? If returning Aquila's core flame can break the sky's curse, we won't have to exhaust ourselves searching for a way back. We can simply focus on aiding the Chrysos heirs.
Anti-Catherians have no home to return to, so I understand your concern for your old friends and homeland.
Okay.
I used anti-Catherian technology, or scanning, as you might call it, to assess this car. Assuming my judgment is correct, I might be able to conduct a thorough overhaul of its power systems.
You'd go do that. Really? But?
Of course, that's only if you, my lord, permit me to interact with it.
When did Dunhong become a lord? By all means, please proceed, but be careful. The expresses thrusters are extremely delicate.
You honor me with your trust. I will be very careful.
Lycus carefully scans the damaged propulsion system, then methodically began inspecting its components. This is unbelievable. You seem to understand its structure perfectly. Have you repaired something like this before?
Not exactly, but we antique Aetherians are inherently sensitive to machinery. Carefully endowed our kind with a unique advantage for analyzing and learning.
Okay. I mean, you look like a machine yourself, so...
If you give me some time, I might be able to fully restore this damaged car to its former glory. Then you and your esteemed companion could set off on your return journey sooner.
Right. Interesting. But isn't the real issue with Aquila?
Hypothetically, Lord Donham, if I could open up a path out of Amphorius that circumvents Aquila's divine punishment, would you consider ceasing your support for the Flame Chase journey?
No. No, I don't understand. Does the Council of Elders possess some secret means of counteracting divine punishment?
It's best if you don't delve too deeply into that question, my lord. All you need to know is, I can make it happen.
I'm not buying you. I'm not buying you. Maybe this is not a decision for the Council of Elders, but rather his personal wish. Right.
The crucial point is, if you and your companion are unwilling to halt your support for the Chrysos heirs, it could offend certain interests.
Indeed. Forgive me, Lord Lycus, but I must be frank. When visiting Dawn Cloud, I received records of many council elders. Among them, only your background was nearly blank. I'd like to accept your goodwill, but given such a mysterious background and motives, anyone would be cautious. Anyone cautious would have doubts.
Your prudence impresses me, just as expected.
Oh, who's approaching? Uh-oh, what's going on here? Are these people... Is this a trap? Is that why you accompanied me here? Uh-oh.
Please don't misunderstand, Lord Donham. As the Theoros, I have no allegiance to their plans, nor am I obliged to abstract them. I am neutral.
Okay, so why are they surrounding me?
Out of respect for you, I hope to offer a peaceful solution to ensure the safety of you and your companion.
Uh-oh. One against four then. Just to confirm, if things turn ugly later, will you help? Uh-oh.
I will not. As I said, I remain neutral.
Neutral my ass. You're with them, bro.
Are you asking this because you plan to refuse my offer and continue supporting the Chrysos heirs?
You weren't wrong about one thing. Like us, indeed. We must try to return to our companions. But our companions now include the fame-chasing Chrysos heirs. The Nameless cannot and will not ignore the fate of our companions. Ooh. There's a conflict there.
I see. This is what you call trailblazing.
When I ask if you'd help, I meant that the ones who need help are them. Oh. Let's go. Meanwhile, in the Grove of Epiphany. Oh, oh, he's fighting the Flame Reaver. Oh, okay.
You have such overwhelming powers. Why?
Uh-oh.
Answer me. Why do you stand in her way? Why do you want to take the core flames?
Dude sounds a bit high though.
Oh no! He can't hold on anymore. Drag him back here, friend.
You good, Finon?
Are you okay?
I'm okay. I can handle that kind of hit now. But a few months ago, that would have knocked me out.
Always keeping me on edge.
Thanks for worrying, buddy. Thanks for the help. To face Aquila and other potential threats, I must sharpen myself with the most aggressive methods.
A bit too aggressive,
Even so, it's impressive you thought of this training method. Battling the phantoms of the past in the River of Time? It's just like the hyperbolic time sanctum that the bards describe.
Time sanctum?
It's working pretty well, wouldn't you say? But combat isn't just about strength and skill. You also need the right weapon. Compared to that guy's weapon, mine feels like I'm swinging a lump of iron. I can't tell you how many swords I've gone through since the training began.
Dang, bro. You ain't taking care of your swords? Weight training.
It's a good thing Cartonis is the finest blacksmith in Amphorius.
Right.
I asked him to make a suitable divine weapon for me. It's a little embarrassing to say this, but in order to help me, he deliberately turned down all other business.
Wow. He's very loyal then.
Oh, Cartonis is part of this flame chase journey after all. Full of energy.
Mm-hmm.
Thinking about how he's been recently, maybe you're right.
But, Finon, I've been somewhat concerned about you. Lately, you seem more and more fixated on that Swordmaster in black.
Exactly.
That's quite the sudden shift in topic.
Okay.
I've been holding this question in for a long time. You're getting stronger, but seeds of unrest are also growing in me.
Yeah, dude, you need to chill, for real.
Don't worry. I'm not wielding my sword for revenge. She's been through Nikador's trial and understands. Those who can't walk out of the shadows of their past are ultimately weak.
Uh-huh.
Times have changed. The responsibility I bear is both precious and fragile. I wield my sword for the future of Amphorius. I will not let hatred cloud my judgment again and neglect my duties.
You've really grown. You can't beat them yet. We'll be here by your side. Doesn't really matter which I pick, nah.
I must continue sharpening my skills. Eventually, I'll need to face them on the battlefield. Every time I say something, things get so serious. I don't want to be the person who keeps bringing the mood down.
Yes, you
Out of
do
energy
kind of
after
do
training
that
today.
sometimes.
How about we go to the library of Philia to lighten the mood?
Sure, that's what I've been looking forward to. We deserve to enjoy ourselves after all the hard work.
Yes.
Today, I'm definitely going to.
What were you reading before? Why not then take the interesting ones home? Okay.
A girl's little secret. Don't pry.
Okay.
That's the charm of this place. You can find whatever you're into here. The three of us might not be into scholarly books, but we could still spend an entire day at the Library of Philia.
Head to the Library of Philia. Where? Here?
Here we are. Where was that slate last time?
This is a library?
Or maybe over here.
Doesn't look like a library.
It's free time now, so you should relax too.
Oh. Over the past few months, you've come here more than once, fishing out a small piece of essence from the ocean of knowledge that best suits your tastes. You're quite relieved that Don Hung isn't around. No one will be here to judge your reading tastes. The scroll at hand shows a line of small text. Non-standard reading material. Please return to its original place after borrowing. Do not let any grove professor discover it. 10 exclamation marks. It seems that the scholars of the Grove, amidst the profound academic discussions, haven't forgotten their little hobbies. So, which reading material wish to the One Punch Guy Quill. Okay. Forbidden Love, the Tree of Butterfly. Ooh, let's have a little reading, shall we? Reading session. Forbidden Love, the Tree and the Butterfly. She wandered through the flower sea, searching for a glimpse of those fluttering butterfly wings, but without success. Sir? I've heard that every flower has its own florography. Generally speaking, that perception is correct. She heard the voice, but couldn't see the speaker. Yet Cersei paid no mind. She calmly responded to her most special student while scanning her surroundings. What is your florography? I'm afraid I'm not a flower, but a tree. Huh. Evidently, this answer failed to satisfy the other party. A sound mingled with dissatisfaction and disappointment reached her ears, prompting her to add another remark. Well, if we're just speaking metaphorically, I suppose it would be intelligence. However, her objectives were nearly accomplished. It should be around here somewhere. Now she just needed to find some bait to draw her out. Intellectual, yet also romantic? Perhaps it's because I hibernate? You see, in my long dreams, I've made promises to countless lovers. Really? The butterfly wing ghost suddenly rose from the thickest before Cersei's, startling her slightly. After all, at this moment, the distance between them was virtually non-existent. Gazing directly at Nestia's face, allowing the light reflecting from her lips to pass through her eyes, a hint of crimson flashed across Cersei's face, almost imperceptible to onlookers. Of course, her composure wavered for only a moment. Then, Cersei's wrapped her arms around the ghost's waist and, as if pulling up a radish from the ground, gently lifted her from the flower thicket. Of course not. Caught you now. Placing her on the ground, the giant tree's incarnation gently stroked the butterfly's wings with the edges of her leaves, confirming the other's normal state before slowly withdrawing. So now, will you tell me? Why have you been avoiding me? Triple dot. Would you two please refrain from frolicking in my Antilla garden? A cold voice unseasonably interrupted her thoughts. Indeed, for the garden's master, the incarnation of death. Such a lively atmosphere was truly something akin to a natural enemy. Sorry. We'll leave at once. Thank you for listening to my troubles, Madam Tampanos. Sir, let's return to the grove. Sorry, then, for troubling you. Honestly, you two are. Alas, but Circe's. Huh? You must be aware by now, right? A bitter sensation spread in her mouth once more. Circe remained silent, merely nodding as she bid farewell to her old friend. On the way back to the grove, Nestia remained completely silent. After one unsuccessful attempt to question her, Circe struggled to find another opportunity to speak and simply focus on the path ahead. Voices gossip ahead of them, causing irritation. A genius. So what? She's just like so terrifying. A stern figure approached rapidly. It was the source of irritation. Nestia offered Circe a smile, then turned and walked away. Cast a sharp glance at the direction of the butterfly winged goat's departure, and shifted his gaze back to Circe's. First came perfunctory reports and spiritless small talk, then escalation to argument that resembled personal attacks. Do you really understand? I don't need to. Let me be direct, Circe. To romance a student, even your own creation, don't you find that perverse? How? This was the first time the embodiment of reason allowed emotions to govern her mind. The sensation left on her palm felt as if it would scorch through to the heart of the tree. From nearby came the sound of running footsteps, familiar yet somehow strange. Circe wanted to give chase immediately, but the words echoing in her ears tripped her steps. She was indeed somewhat distracted, allowed the girl's image to surface and fade in her mind repeatedly. When her resolve crystallized, the third curtain fall hour had slipped by. The personification of the giant tree approached the gilded chrysalis, cried her beloved's name, then stilled, as it was frozen. The traces left by the butterfly-winged girl who dwelled here were all but erased. Upon the foliate desk lay words, a maiden's first and final love letter. I love you, Circe. I've already received the graduation gift after all, so don't forget me. That's it? Nothing else? This love story abruptly ends at the worst moment. Whether the author lost motivation or continue or some urgent situation occurred remains unknown. For what's the latter, the Flame Reaver is fully responsible. The professor can't possibly do this. Okay. Now this is something I like to read. Sorry I'm late. I used the power of Cognos Bloom to climb over the vines, rushing to the classroom and nervously pulling open the door, only to make eye contact with the person I had an appointment with. The professor, barely over 30, was leaning casually against the stone lectern, loose and relaxed. The scarlet robe gleamed bright in the dim light of the evernight, giving us an almost divine aura. The first class, and already late. Looks like someone is eager to meet Thanatos. In other words, this was our first one-to-one lesson, and I just totally blew it from the start. Probably even Circe would have felt embarrassed looking at such a sorry scene. Luckily, I had already come up with a plan. Sorry, Professor! I'll do anything to make it up to you. Anything? Well, please, I hope you'll be lenient. At these words, the professor's face broke into a charming smile. Then, I want you to teach me. Oh, I want you to teach me. Wait, Professor? I want you to break down the points in this paper, word by word, and explain them to me slowly. Although this was no mirror here, I could guess that my face had turned red from the sudden and direct request. But Professor, I'm still just a student intern, isn't it a bit too early for me to do something like this? Wait, is this smut? This is smut, isn't it? I finally worked up the courage to say it. Do you want me to waste the lesson I prepared, you fool? At least wait until after class. If that's what you prefer, then fine. But don't forget, I still haven't forgiven you. So, what should we study first today? Why don't we pursue this academic journal? I think they recently published a paper on the patterns of natural numbers. Sounds good. Come on, let's have a look. The research paper was immensely valuable, but I couldn't even grasp the basic arguments, as I was too deeply engrossed in the professor's sharp gaze. He looked so rational. He was immersed in numbers. When he was immersed in numbers, nothing less than I'd expect from the professor I cherished so much. After that, we experienced an enriching lesson. We wandered through the castle's literature exhibition, eagerly absorbing the new compiled Titan faith studies. Finally, we lingered in the dreams woven by the latest works of the aristocratism school, so much so that we completely forgot. The bell signaling the curtain fall hour rang, and we looked at each other. Class was over. More than once, I resented time for its seemingly linear flow, yet I remained powerless to interfere with it. The professor looked at me and paused for a moment, as if making some kind of decision, and then muttered, "Take out your paper. I'll help you revise it." "Really? You mean it?" "Yes. You are a student I take great pride in. I've been considering this for a long time." "Professor, let me understand your thoughts, your research, your everything." No further words needed. Two seekers of knowledge, driven by instinct, began their deep exploration of ideas. At that moment, we had yet to realize that after this lesson, another name would appear in an acknowledgement of this paper, and in the end, this would be the very spark that led to the founding of our academic symposium. Hmm. Oh. Let's see. Oh, wait, hold on. Channel. Okay. Where was I? After finish this mind-shaking piece, only one image remains in your mind: the Express Wealth phone. For a young Stellaron host, this type of literature remains far too ahead of its time. One Punch God, Aquila. Oh, here we go. Brushing off the dust that had settled on him, he adjusted his attire and stood firm, facing against the eagle in a tense standoff. So you think you're something special just because you defeated the silent Giorios? Mortal, heed my advice. The God King remained silent, gazing into Aquila's 1,000 eyes. Slowly, he raised his right arm, 4 fingers pressed together with a simple motion. He lightly waved at the colossal ring before him. "Arrogant fool, you will pay for the price of your insolence." Aquila's fury erupted, their towering form radiating intense heat. In an instant, their massive wings vibrated at an imperceptible speed. 1,000 great sharp feathers shot forth like swords, hurling straight towards the God King. As everyone knows, the feathers of the Sky Titan can pierce through iron and steel, let alone mortal flesh. Their sheer density left no room to evade. The violent storm of lethal blades closed in, and at time itself seemed to freeze. Aquila's enhanced reflexes, predicting the movements of his arrogant little thief before him. Wow. Kablamo! Noticing the God King shifting his stance, Aquila mused. He had only 2 choices. He could push off the ground to evade left or right, or stand firm and brace for impact, but either way it would be futile. The feathered blade would shift with the wind, altering their trajectory. No matter how swift his movements, they would follow him relentlessly. But who could have predicted? The God King never intended to dodge. He pushed forward instead, seizing the first incoming feathered blade between 2 fingers. With a swift turn, he carved a spiral through the air and hurled it back at supersonic speed. The feather blade curved with the wind, piercing deep into the storm without the slightest deviation. It collided tip to tip with another razor-sharp steel feather. Ding! The deflected feather veered to the sides without upon impact, colliding with others and further altering their trajectories. Ding! The sharp clashing of feathers rang out in an irregular rhythm, a chain reaction unfolding until the force of the final feather was dissipated, scattering harmlessly into the air. With just a single seized feather, the God King had nullified the entire storm of blade-like wings. Aquila was shocked. How could a mere mortal possess such a divine skill? Yet, as a being of the being of godly essence, they did not allow them to be shaken, seizing the moment as the scattered feathers clouded their vision. They swiftly brought down their claws, sharp as steel great swords, aiming to the end of the battle in a single decisive strike. Boom! The massive claws struck dead center where the God King stood, the sheer force of impact carving a deep crater into the ground. No, something felt off. Aquila's mind raced. The sensation was strange. Had it missed? Or they focused their gaze only to witness the impossible. Their enormous, razor-sharp claw, many times larger than the God King himself, was caught, held effortlessly in a single hand, as if the God King were merely grasping a piece of cutlery. Wow. Crazy. The countless white feathers drifting through the air, paintless and eerie contrast against the battlefield's deadly stillness. The once mighty and untouchable giant eagle found itself frozen in shock. For the first time in 1,000 years, muttering in disbelief, they said, "Impossible. Even Giorios, when fighting me, could do nothing but evade beneath my iron claws. Yet you... What in the world are you? Haven't you already figured out the answer? A mere mortal, nothing more. You cocky little..." Aquila attempted to reject their claw. But under the God King's grip, it was as if it was frozen in place, completely immobile. Their expression darkened. Seeing this, the god seemed to smile. He clenched the fingers of his free hand, and then, at the speed even a titan's vision could not perceive, with full force, he swung his fist. In an instant, the divine body shattered. A tidal wave of force shook the heavens, sending tremors through the divine steel-forged walls, cracking them in multiple places. The sacred temple teetered on the brink of collapse. From this moment on, the celestial realm would cease no more. Would exist no more. The people of Alpharius would no longer endure the tyranny of the heavens. And all of this was made possible by the God King's mighty blow. No, by a single punch. The distant titan god sensed the fall of their comrades and erupted into furious howls. Was there no one who could stop him? How could his advance ever be shaken? What they did not realize was that even one as mighty as the God King was still bound by the desires of mortals. Just as before the battle began, he once again adjusted his attire. Congratulations, you have reached your end, Aquila. You are strong strong enough to be worthy of the name Sky Titan. He ignored the crumbling stone walls behind him and strode towards the temple's exit. His steps were steady, yet the disappointment on his face was unmistakable. But your only flaw was failing to make this satisfying for me. Next episode, Battling Nikador. Next issue on hiatus. Invigorating literature, your favorite. This article leaves you feeling empowered as if you're the authors of One Punch God incarnate. Sky Titan Aquila. That's nothing. Let's stop here.
I wonder what Finan and Mem are reading.
Yeah, her voice is there. It's just not complete. Like her standard voice lines are not recorded. Like, why? Couldn't you just record? I don't know.
Let's take a closer look.
But I did notice that her voice is a bit different. I don't think that's Rachel Show. Probably someone else. I'm not sure. Let's see. Oh, let's see what Final is reading. Wait, no. Let's see Mem first. Oh, optional. See what Finance looking at. Okay, so we have to see Finance first. Yo, Finance, what's he read? What are you reading, bro?
Hmm? Well, I thought I felt a draft just now. Peeking isn't polite, my friend.
Just curious what you're reading.
You could have just asked. There's nothing embarrassing about it.
Mm-hmm.
Here, look, I'm reading this. Antiques Appraisal. How to Make a Fortune.
Oh. Didn't know you were into this.
You didn't know? After all this time we've known each other. That pains me.
Okay.
I've spent a lot of time pondering how Aglaia became such an effective leader. Beyond the intangible qualities like personality and ethics, a major reason is her family wealth.
I see.
That's the perk of growing up in a big city, isn't it? For those of us in the sticks, luck doesn't come as easily. It's 30% grind, 70% fate.
I see.
Talk too much. As a leader, you need both integrity and integrity and skill.
Of course. Let's see what Mem's looking at. Yo, Mem. What you up to? Hey, what's this? Collect. Okay. Observe.
Month of cultivation, curtain fall hour, a time to feast on grains, but poor time for fishing. Oh, but then again, are there even any spots left to fish in Emporius these days?
Are you into fishing?
You scared me! Bursting into someone's world like that can really catch them off guard. Well, no more jokes. There's nothing here. I'll go look elsewhere.
Something's odd about Mem. What are they flipping through?
Exactly. Fishing? Hello.
Oh, these cards are so detailed and fine. Ruler, weaver, traveler, healer.
Uh-huh.
But the interpretation for each card is so long. Do I have to memorize them all?
Use them flexibly, don't just memorize.
What a coincidence! We meet again. Guess we're fated to be together, huh?
Uh-huh.
But you must be busy, so I won't bother you for now. Hope your day, every day, is joyful.
So suspicious. Not like their usual self.
Suspicious, eh? Another one.
You sure are persistent. All right. I'm totally helpless against your charm.
What are you guys chatting about? Is this the Emporius Divination Compendium?
Aww.
Why are you here too?
Sorry, seeing you two chasing each other around, I suddenly found my book not that appealing anymore. Never thought Mem would be into divination. But it's not exactly a niche hobby. So why all the secrecy?
I mean, the Shunjo is big on divination. I'm pretty sure Mem would be very interested in meeting Fushuan.
I wanted to set up a surprise. Master it in secret and give you all a shock. But getting caught halfway through, it's only natural I'd feel shy. A girl's heart is more delicate than Aquila's ever-changing moods.
A surprise, huh? Someone else used to tell me the same. She was really good at stargazing and divination, especially with cards. Yeah, just like the ones you're looking at.
Mm-hmm.
And you must be pretty familiar with all sorts of divination techniques with a friend like that.
Right.
No, I know nothing about it. I've never really believed in using cards or bones to predict the future. If the good omens foretold by divination were true, my hometown, Heidi's Elysiae, wouldn't have disappeared. Don't forget, we've got Lady Trina. Every other form of divination is just smoke and mirrors or cleverly rehearsed tricks compared to her flawless prophecies.
True, true. It would be approached with a critical eye. A little faith in these things isn't bad sometimes.
To me, divination could be a power that guides our spirits. They always cast a shadow in front of us, clouding our view of the future.
True, true.
That's why people turn to divination. It's just to find a small reason to give them courage to face the unknown.
What if divination predicts something bad?
Divination is only meaningful when there are both good and bad outcomes.
Right.
Even bad omens serve as guidance. They can help keep us alert, right?
Strange. That person I knew used to say similar things. Looking back, whenever she interpreted a card for me, I couldn't help but feel uneasy. Even though I never believed in the outcomes.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it was her tone. Cyrene. She could paint a complete fantasy so vividly, it utterly captivated me as a child. Right, I still carry a card she once used. Do you want to see it?
A card.
Oh, wow! It's so exquisite! I'd love to have a card like that.
Then gotta craft a specific deck.
Oh, now that you mention it, yes. It would be even better if it were made of, say, crystal.
Crystal cards. Wow.
Speaking of which, partner, there's something I haven't shared with you all. Remember our first trip to the Temple of the Three Fates? The riddle that Orin exposed to us?
No, I don't actually know. Uh-oh. What was that?
Who's there?
Uh-oh. Oh, these guys.
You are...
Nice cosplay.
These folks are up to no good.
Black clothing. Masks decorated with golden blood.
What in the world?
Cleaners?
Cleaners?
To directly call us by our name, it seems you, Lord Finan, have studied the forgotten history of Amphorius quite thoroughly.
What's being what's being cleaned? Clothes or cars?
Your friend seems quite interested in us. Perhaps you could explain, Lord Finan. It would be the polite thing. We can't let our esteemed guests pass away without understanding.
Wait, pass away? What?
During the Chrysos War, to combat the Chrysos heirs, several cities formed an underground assassin squad called the Cleaners.
Cleaners.
Their task was to erase anyone with golden blood from existence. Assassination, poisoning, political persecution. They would do anything to achieve their objective.
Okay.
Well, this historical perspective seems biased, glossing over the Chrysos heirs' abuse of divine powers and their blatant initiation of war in order to defame our predecessors. Could you disclose the name of the author behind this popular legend, Lord Finan? I'd hate for the innocent children of Akama to be tainted by such slanted narratives.
You should have stayed buried in the dust of history. The Citizens' Assembly has once again legitimized the mission of the Chrysos heirs. But as for you, not one citizen would cast their vote for you. Executioners lurking in the shadows.
What does it matter? We've long since stopped expecting to be understood. People have become too accustomed to peace, and they've forgotten the disasters that arose from allowing generations of the Chrysos heirs to rule.
Complete nonsense. Did you really travel all the way to the Grove just to have an argument?
What? I clicked. Oh, okay.
I enjoy dealing with people as straightforward as you, Lord Finan. You've probably figured out why we've come before you.
Just a handful of you here. Who do you think you're fighting? If the fight you won, let's get on it.
Keep your cool, partner. They've come out of the shadows, which suggests they have something up their sleeves.
Uh-oh.
All right, let's hear it. What are you hiding? But watch your language and don't say anything you might regret. My shoulders might be sore and my sword a tad dull, but it's still enough to slice off your tongues.
Damn. Finan. Yeah, something snapped inside him.
How's it going, Cinny? This place fits, doesn't it? It's a bit small, but the lighting is perfect.
Thank you, Lady Treby. With this, the Twilight Courtyard can be reborn in Akama.
Yay.
Do you like it here too, little Ika?
Doot doot.
It's so bright here. Maybe you should rename it? How about Luminous Courtyard?
Lady Treby makes a good point. But Twilight Courtyard carries the long history of the descendants of the sky, and I'd like it to continue.
Right. How does the legend go again?
Even Lady Treby forgets things.
We just haven't prepared lessons in a while now, so we're a bit rusty. Just give us some time and we'll remember. Ah, now we remember. Kremnos and the Firmament, Volume 3, Section 5.
Okay.
With Seliosi, the Day Thunder Knight, striking down the Eye of Twilight, the divine war between Nikador and Aquila, which spanned centuries, came to an end. Thereafter, the Skyfolk gradually declined. Numerous sky fortresses were abandoned, and their descendants began to establish themselves on the land. Finally, those descended from Seliosi the Day Thunder Knight were welcomed by the scholars under Circes and established the Twilight Courtyard in the Grove. The historical records seem slightly at odds with our memories. But the details from that time have become somewhat hazy to us.
Oh, was it altered?
But for Lady Treby, history is more than just words on a page. It's something you've personally lived through.
Doot 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 doot.
Little Ika loves listening to the stories from the legends. I'm sure you're also imagining one day you'll be as awe-inspiring as the winged beasts by Seliosi's side. That day will come. I believe it. Just keep growing.
Oh, who's this guy?
Lord Crediros?
Kratos? Oh, this guy. I thought he's dead. Like, he was killed, no? Together with Trian. So he didn't die.
And Lady Treby, good to see you're doing all right. I heard from the citizens you were nearby and came to check.
Okay.
Alright. What's going on?
There's been another violent incident at the market. A shop was smashed and looted. It's the third time this week.
How can this be? I always thought that with Lady Aglaya here, Akama would remain peaceful.
That was true in the past. But these days, forgive my bluntness, her senses may not be as sharp as they once were.
Aggie.
In my opinion, malevolent forces have noticed the slack in the golden threads and are now plotting to exploit the opportunity.
Uh-huh.
The Citizens' Assembly just wrapped up. Why is there still unrest?
The Chrysos heirs won by only one vote, Lady Treby. From my years of experience, a narrow victory often walks hand in hand with unrest.
Trouble! Miss Hyacinth! Trouble!
Uh-oh.
Clementine. Take a breath. What's going on? Please! Something terrible has happened at Marmorial Palace!
What is it, Doctor? Calm yourself and talk us through.
Lady Aglaya!
Aglaya? Uh-oh.
It's Lady Aglaya who's in trouble.
Let's head on over there. Moments ago in the Memorial Palace. Uh-oh. Oh, there she is. What happened? What happened?
I still remember. This bath that overlooks the entire palace was built by the Council of Elders 900 years ago.
900? It looks pretty good for being 900.
Its purpose was to commemorate the first flame chase journey, and to remember the heroes who made great sacrifices for Amphorius a millennium ago.
Mm-hmm.
Rules were set then. No one was allowed to enter, apart from guests invited by the Gold Weaver.
Uh-oh. It's the cleaners.
But, I guess, you're no longer pretending to follow the rules, are you, Lady Kindness?
Uh-oh.
Aglaya, Aglaya. You ageless witch, hiding behind a divine facade to deceive mortals. We've been far too kind with you.
Kind? There's no need to use such a word to cover up your
Uh-oh.
incompetence.
Oh, bitch.
Anaxagoras humiliated all of you before the citizens. If you still had any shred of shame, you'd throw yourselves from dawn cloud at the curtainfall hour to salvage the last fragments of your dignity.
God damn, girl. You destroyed her.
Demigod, why not gaze into the water's reflection and see the wretched face you wear now? These days you're not only blind, but also deaf. The cleaners were born for this moment. When all orders, rules, and laws fail to restrain you, it's time for the dagger to pass judgment.
Okay.
If you're in such a hurry, give it a try.
Oh.
Going toe-to-toe with a demigod? We're not that foolish.
Then
The
how?
dagger isn't at your throat, but
The people? You're gonna hurt the people? No.
Your gravest accusation is that my humanity is fading. And you claim my concern for mortal joys and sorrows is nothing but a facade. If that accusation holds, what makes you think the lives of these civilians will sway me in the slightest?
Fine. I'll gladly use a few more words to shatter that demigod facade of yours. Like I said, you're not only blind, but deaf too. Lately, your control over Akuma has weakened. You failed to notice the thefts we arranged in the market, nor did you catch wind of the meetings happening in the Dromus workshop. Plots are unfolding right under your nose, yet you remain indifferent. Humanity? Fading? Aglaya, why not use your precious golden thread to peer into my thoughts? See if the gift we've so meticulously prepared for you can move that cold demigod heart of yours.
Oh.
In this moment, I only regret not being more ruthless. Because your evil is beyond cure.
Whoa.
You finally figured it out. You have grown dull. I've been holding that image in my mind this whole time to make sure you could see it clearly.
I want you to have this knucklebone talisman, Big Sis. I hope it brings you luck every day and keeps you safe from bullies.
Wait, I remember this.
That girl who can't speak or hear. What if she accidentally lost her eyes too?
Fucking hella killer,
You
man.
know better than anyone what it feels like to lose your sight. Imagine if 1,000 years ago you, already blind, had also lost your voice and hearing in your youth. Would you still have become the Aglaya you are today?
Mm-hmm.
Look at those broken, pleading eyes. How disappointing. We overestimated your cunning. If this plan fails, we still have dozens of splendid parting gifts prepared.
Oh. Oh. I accidentally. Demigod, would you like to share about them? Okay.
I thought I could buy some more time. In these 1,000 years, I've witnessed the fall of 10 titans. From my naive arrogance at the beginning to slowly learning how to guide others.
Mm-hmm. The people.
Now, it's time to let go.
Uh-oh.
I should be grateful. Grateful that I've reached this moment. To let my departure become a path for others to follow.
What's she gonna do?
Have I done enough? If I embrace that prophecy now, and sink into the warmth of these waters,
Oh, you're gonna kill her.
will the wandering wind stop to mourn me? Cyphra?
Cyphera. Is that the other one? Like the last Titan. very interesting. A millennium ago.
Stress! I've come as promised. Look at this box full of.
Oh, Cypher is Cypher. Okay.
I bet there's stuff here you've never seen.
Wait, so Cypher is old as fuck, bro. 1,000 years. Didn't expect that. God damn.
Come on! As we agreed, I want to buy the most valuable clothes you have.
Little thief! You've got some nerve, barging into my shop dressed in those tattered rags. What have you brought? Let me see.
Here, take a look. Only the finest goods. See the sapphire? It's even more blue than Fagusa's eyes.
Such exquisite luster. I've only seen an ocean's tier of this quality in my mother's treasury.
Wait. You've seen one before. And here I thought I'd leave you speechless. What a letdown.
Bruh.
It's just an old memory. My family estate all burned to ashes long ago. This
Probably.
shop is what I built from scratch.
Hey, what are the odds that it's the same one?
Wow, a daughter rebuilding her family business. How admirable. Enough with the jokes. At least you did get to enjoy those luxuries.
Mind your manners, kitty. Tell me, Cyphra, where did you come from? And how did you acquire these treasures?
I won them fair and square in a bet. What? Do you doubt me?
She is a thief.
Seamstress. Give me a straight answer. Do you want these or not?
Strange. You're clearly lying to my face.
How does she know, though?
But my golden thread doesn't tremble at all.
That's because I'm not lying. I've been telling the truth from the start.
Really now?
Is that so? The scars and the mud stains on your face tell another story.
Oh, come on. Can't we just do business without all this chatter? Don't worry. I didn't leave any evidence, so no one will bother you.
How can I trust a word you say when you're so skilled at lying?
Dealing with you rich people is such a pain. Always wasting my time. Fine. If you don't want it, there are plenty of others who do.
Oh, is that so? She's using that method where she's using reverse psychology.
Your treasure? I'll accept it. But these alone aren't enough to purchase the gold weaver's finest clothes. That said, I do have something that would suit you perfectly.
Oh? Let me at him.
Look. Come a bit closer.
Yo!
Oh, it's shimmering gold. Absolutely stunning.
These golden boots are the gold weaver's greatest treasures. Though not as valuable as the most precious gowns, they hold a magical power. Legend has it that Zagreus blessed these boots, allowing anyone who wears them to move swiftly and silently.
So that's where she got them.
Put them on, Cyphra. Then don't get caught again. A face as lovely as yours deserves better protection.
You rich folks just love sticking your noses in everything, don't you? Well, I'm taking these now, so don't get any second thoughts.
Ooh, okay.
What's wrong?
They don't fit.
Do you have a smaller size? These are way too...
Yeah, I called it. They don't fit.
Well, I suppose you'll have to grow into them.
Spirit Thief, what's up with
Do you
you?
have to interrupt me in the middle of my story? Fake? What's fake?
Those boots definitely don't hold Zagreus' divine power.
Jordan, fake. Fake as fuck.
You're Amphorius' most cunning liar, and even you were fooled by a Glyout.
Watch your mouth, or I'll feed you to the fish in the River of Souls. Weren't you curious how I got tangled up with that seamstress? Well, now you know. Satisfied?
I didn't expect such a simple story. How disappointing. But, boss lady, there's a chance Aglaya wasn't trying to trick you?
You're defending her.
No. I just think the story's so moving, it'd be a shame to ruin it with a lie. If I could cry, I'd be in tears right now.
Good thing you've still got a sharp tongue, or you'd have been stuck guarding someone's front door ages ago. Enough chit-chat. Let's take a look at this place. The city of Styxia. Look how beautiful she is!
Still abandoned though.
Let me take a good sniff of this air. This air, it's filled with the scent of treasure everywhere. Wonderful, just wonderful.
Calm down, Cypher.
Thanks to Castorus and Grey Mystery, the ancient city's barrier was finally dispelled. Now that I think about it, helping them was well worth it.
Cool.
Time for treasure hunting, Barto! Lead the way, and whatever we find, we'll split 80-20.
80-20.
Well, I have a suggestion. How about, 70-30 instead?
Listen closely. Do you hear that? The gnawfish in the River of Souls are growling with hunger.
Oh god.
80-20 is. How generous you are, Boss Lady Cypher.
Anyway, what's with all this water? It's damp, cold, and miserable here. I hate it.
Ooh, the mighty demigod of trickery. Uneasy around water.
You wouldn't understand. The people of Dolos are talented in many ways. Just, not in swimming. Why don't we have a race? Long distance, sprint, or laps? Take your pick.
What's got you so worked up? Relax. Who would have thought the fearless Lady Cypher was afraid of water?
I mean, she is a cat girl, dude. Isn't that obvious?
Cats hate getting wet.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't understand about that. Now, hurry up and figure out a way across, or I might have to reconsider our split.
Don't rush me. Let me take a look around. Got it. Let's use that thing. Come on, follow me, boss lady.
Not a good imitation. I'll play along. Let's see where this goes, Bartolos.
Tell me, how did you hunt for treasure when I wasn't around, boss lady?
Ooh, can I change the cipher? I can. Nice. Let's see what she's about.
Trying to trick me into saying something. Not a chance.
Wow. Whoop. Whoopla. Whoopla. Okay, pause and save. Because I still need to, like, shop, actually, no. I'm gonna stop this stream right here. It's been almost 2 hours already, so, the story seems interesting so far, so, I'm looking forward to continue the story. After this, maybe tomorrow or sometime this week. But yeah, but until then, I'm gonna stop for now. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And yeah, goodbye everyone. See you next time.